Ebusiafo memu nyina adwo na menjindi se yeshia Monday say da our next chapter show so atene no ehu behia se yebehia na yedidi nkomo esane se endra ena the new patriotic party ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ekuhia ewo Takrade in the Western region. Na MPP ye leader Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ede ya manifesto ayede call into election 2024 atudwa. Mi fi Takrade babedun kraye ni na eduma bebre eda yedimu esisi yeye. Sine beya nkonimdie ebeba ama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abatu yimu. Medika kase omo ye ni omo ekwa akensie no. Omo ye nipa bi a oni omo di agro ase omo weni anda ho a omo de 9 be 6 na 1 mpo no ohom de be 7. Nti emre bia no ese weni da ho. Nti enda pa ye friend na de ye leader Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say on the bida edwuma wo honko ade a obeye dwuma ti me no kase yi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo Eastern region a endro anajo asat 8 p.m. na afi na ordinary kase ebe wiye ewo Western region Takrade waba bedun kran ene ema wako Eastern region a oto an campaign the constituency based campaign so na your videos kakra bia you crave your da me hear videos yi eno ye de e koso sisi e wo da yi me hear kakra na yembra
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Mahmoud Bawumia endra najo na owo Takrade ene ye obedun kran no se dabi adwuma ho esisi ye to de nima che East Region me ne okase yi de amo hwe ewo TV su ye de AC koso as we speak ewo oda Youth Connect program na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene emebun emrante ne maba ewo oda eshia omo edin komo hu se mebum nani age a omo boje ne so sense ndra no omo tie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no masem tie ne manifesto obi ehu ne wom nursefo teacherfo etede wo manifesto dim omo ko nursing college omo ko teacher training college at least omo nya arehemu se omo nursing and teacher trainee allowance na embre bi etwemu aban bi ba ye ba betwemu ene ye de abeyi no omo si omo bekoso abo ho bae na ade che a obesan so de aprobo na yeden atoa so ye da Ghana fo nyina se mo ndra mo say abdagie ne embre etina TV ho ehwe ye tie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nu mo asema owo omai we no yeda mo se mo so a mutu kwan efa ka eba takrade Ghana Secondary Technical School Assembly Hall ebetie Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nu mo asem ne MPP4 die so obo omai we going into 2025 to 2028 and so yeda mo se munya gidie ewo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu yenya rehemu ewo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu ye gidie ne se dia ye pese yetumi ye ema ye ho asoman anati memufo no ye benya kendini a owotema owa badaye owa komapa odosronko oma oman we na ohwe Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ne su ene ne ban ene senia osi ye ne noma obi enka nkyerɛw sɛ oye ne papa ne ye nyina kyɛ sɛ owo dosronko ema Ghana man no ne dia opeso ye nyina ne sɛ obeye niema dachi se oba besin kwa ye de be kai ne se ampa edru no so no ne dia otumi eyeye ni wedi ne huni ne dwuma ye mu nyina one enwuma kase Ghana amano ne bebia ye enwuma bebia wa ye dwuma bia wedi ne huni Abetna Bank of Ghana aye dwuma ho for so many years kodu deputy governor of the Bank of Ghana aba be yo mampeni abedichi Obeyo mampeni abedichi for the first time in the history of this country. Obi ani ho change say ne dwuma ye ne kwan wofa so a wobo ne ho mode ne paade. Se wo hwe na nsenye mu ama yosema ye paade a o mampeni abedichi bi eni wa osen Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obi nka ne ho asembone on dimpenifo atem on kasankasentwi on kasenti obia na ho brase kwan wofa so ne Ghana fo nyankita hudie eye soronko. On te se yese keta se ene proye ni wim bi ekata Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ho on ye corrupt on ni corruption ni nkita hodie bia ne dia ne se edwuma wo ho a osese oye no de boa na Ghana man koye nim no na akọ no kre enye niema ye pese ye nyina in the past 8 years etuma we nyina be dia dance ye se dodo na ne ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia se ye ma ne kwan na onbody aye no ho bai na afi no de aka onya ye no on toaso no ne Ghana fonka ye ho ye de yembom manifesto pa ho entoma endra e water no title no eye selfless leadership bold solutions for jobs and businesses ahofama etuhoache ena odeba abre Ghanafo na ode enhyehyeye a ye de akokuduro ene beye enhyehyeye a ye de akokuduro na akyekere ebema enwuma aba ene emfidie dwuma ne ankrankra enwuma so atumi akoyie dia odboto de si ne so nyina ne say in the next 4 years no Ghana ye shift focus no akọ enwuma ene enwuma sem ho se ne be ya Ghana ni bia benye bibia ye na odutumi de ne side akọ ye nyina ebedi adanse se MPP yaba yoku we ene ama yoku a for a very long time ye kase social safety net se niema aban tumi de ba no bia tumi nya ho faso wo Ghana ha bebia na ema sikeni ni ohiani enyina tumi pre ade ba akọ MPP na mbre bia tumi de ba echinje bia eni ho. There is no way a ubisa this for some social intervention policy ese MPP dey no betumi akabi ubisa omo musi omo ya akwan si social intervention yenso ye kwan ubisa omo musi omo de fund a ye this school dan by yenso ye the fund ye this school dan ba we say ubisa omo musi omo ye efense omo sisi market into social yenso ye si market ye yi ni nyina esi ho a de amu ye na ye nyina ye bi ni ye si chen a ye wo nioma bebre a ye MPP ye de aba ma ye wo NDC for baby by moncha ye ade ba ko a NDC for de aba ese a eben national health insurance scheme omutumi de ba akopɛ ba a ese a etise national health insurance scheme e bobo nsema man omomo moncha ye ade ba ko a NDC for tumi de aba ese a etise free school feeding a ye de man kola sebe omo mmea ya na nkan ya ban na emo aduane bi di ankan sane community ka school o me ka trefie no moma NDC for nche ba ko omutumi de aba ese no President Kufo had the free compulsory universal basic education or mane be ye ade aba betintim na we Ghana ye constitution mu but for so many years aban bie no wotumi ye ono na decapitation by ya e ma basic education e ye free prekope na Nadu Danko Ekufuado the free senior high school aba emene ohia niba ene sikeniba etumi kotena presec ohia niba ene sikeniba etumi kotena Wesley Girls ohia niba ene sikeniba etumi kotena Infantipum maame a oti dwaso a oye bodwa a esane bodwa yenti ontumi nye sikentua ne ma school fees mo munku school no ene ne ma ekɔ school omo ananko mo ma edu 12-13 years a omo da so nyina so mba koye maid ewo nkrofo fie enti omo de omo sori a omo dwen nipa ben na metumi akɔ no wakɔ koye maid no ene omo nyina tumi nya enda so so omo so metumi akɔ school emo mo kɔ classroom nkola no mo gina ka kwan ho ekura dog chains omo ton piki omo ton straps o niema bebre o ka kwan ho ene free SHS abetuma mo nya eni so ade eni da so so omo so betumi aye de omo so e bia mo nyina aye den akɔ school NDC fonche ade ba ko a omo tumi de aba oman we mu a ese niema a mebobosu ebi ni ho de omo beka so maye bia aban bia betumi a kire bi omaye ba yen niema ma boboso a ye de abai omo ni ba ko mpo a omo betumi de a kire se ya ba ye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say mbrantie ne maba millions over close over 5 million young Ghanaians a ye boa mo makɔ free senior high school and technical vocational schools yi omo wie no ese ye pay nyuma emo into the next 4 years ne botaye ne dae so the niso ade ho no emu oha nchichemu eduokoro 90% of ne vision no for the next 4 years no eye say ye de bebie enwuma mu atre na ma mrantie ne maba ne Ghana fo pay nyuma na etumenye biaye eno ene manifesto a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia epa hontoma na ne kasemu no entotoye ode ato fam yehye ode ato ho no nyina no emu dodo na no ekoma mrantie ne maba ha enkankan minuanom Gen Z fo no munim se Gen Z fo de me ene Gen Z fo nyina president ye ntoso aba me na me kebe momo me na me boaboa Gen Z fo adwempo ano na makebia eden amomo mi wogidie se ye daache a ye peno nipa obetumi esum amana ko nanim ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia momi yentie de Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eka ekire Gen Z fo endra no de nasem eba ewie no momi yentie sa video ni tiewa na embra
to the Gen Zs. To the Gen Zs, I am well plugged into the new world you belong. And I know the keys to press to unlock your potentials within. I am your plug to your dreams of a prosperous Ghana. I am your plug to creating opportunities and decent paying jobs. I shall offer you a problem-solving leadership built on my values of integrity, compassion, and sincerity. To this end, I have presented for your consideration our manifesto for 2024. The manifesto is giving. It is giving hope. It is giving ideas. It is giving jobs. To the Gen Zs, I am well plugged into the new world you belong. And I know the keys to press to unlock your potentials within. I am your plug to your dreams of a prosperous Ghana. I am your plug to creating opportunities and decent paying jobs. I shall offer you a problem-solving leadership built on my values of integrity, compassion, and sincerity. To this end, I have presented for your consideration our manifesto for 2024. The manifesto is giving. It is giving hope. It is giving ideas. It is giving jobs.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has presented clear-cut plans for the future of Ghana. No doubt about that. Ne die so ne ni so ade hu ne de odeba ye nyina no ekije bia ne ho. Ye ndane dane mu untumi fe bi nka ho yi bi mfiri mu waka ni so ade hu awoma oman we. Na Gen Zs ene free senior high school nti Gen Zs ye need to be kind, ye need to be tro, ye need to be tebrofo. We need to take our future seriously and make sure we are sticking with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as the next leader of this country. There is a reason the NDC are going the route they are going. They are going that route because they feel you were not there during their leadership. The former president who is seeking for your vote this time was president at the time when most of you were 10 years old. At the time when you sleep in darkness without really knowing what the cause was. The truth of the matter is that it was as a result of the former president's inability to raise the needed funds to simply buy fuel to power generators he had borrowed on credit. Some of them generating power we do not need. But there's a contract that says whether we use the power or not, we have to pay. And so the power is generated, bent, and then we use your taxpayers' money to pay for it. The truth of the matter is that under the presidency of the former president, a lot of your senior brothers who are unemployed and were looking for jobs, he told them to go and cut grass and organize stones and rocks from the bush and put by the roadside and sell. He told the medical doctors who were simply asking for better conditions of service that he is seeing so much strike that he's no longer bothered by labor unrest. He is almost like a dead goat who is not perturbed by sharp knives. That is what the former president told our medical doctors. He withdrew allowances of nurses and teachers who were in colleges and denied the poor children who wanted to be part of formal education the opportunity to be part. Over 100,000 of Ghanaian children whose parents could not afford to pay for their fees under his presidency so they could go to secondary school were denied the opportunity to go to secondary school. But in his mind, you've forgotten. In his mind, you were too young at the time to recollect all of these things. And so he moves around speaking as if he's come from another planet all of a sudden. And he rather begins to ask the man, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the person who has never been vice president before, the person who is vice president, he tells him to do the things he's dreaming to bring to this country now because his government is in power. But we ask him, what are you seeking to come and do? You have been president before. The things you are telling us today, why did you not do those things when you had the opportunity? At least you, we voted for and made you president. Dr. Bawumia, we've never made president. You are a vice president, just as Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is today. When it was your turn to come and ask for our vote at the time you were vice president, you told us you were merely a spare driver and that we should make you the main driver so that you can implement vision for us. You were going to create jobs. You were going to create opportunity for the young people. Rather, during your tenure, for 4 years during your tenure, you kept us in darkness. Businesses collapsed. People lost their jobs. People lost their lives in their theater. Today you come telling us same stories you told us in 2012 when you're seeking for the opportunity to be president before. And you think you can hide behind all these things and become president simply because we have a certain number of people who were very young at the time you were president and you're going to ride on them to become president again. We're sorry. It's not going to happen. Yebema obi fufro kwan. Yebema Ghana ni fufro ono so wa adwenche fufro. No no so de aba abeboa yen na yetumi ya de acheche ye man we. De awobeye bia asomampeni no unya akonya se wobeye. Woye maye huye. Ubu ya bonfia, ubu ye nimtia, okeka de opekere yen. Aden na wugidi se wobetumi aba na nei we yintuma fufro na wabekasa che ne yeto aba man. Yeto aba ma. I doubt if there is anybody who was in this country during the tenure of the former president today who would say ene obekwa koto abama former president Mahama. This is no new my way mu. Enu nti da mo behwa ne kasa okay nyina ne na probobo nyina yi. He has refused to account for his stewardship when he was president. And Kadia friend say, on mampeni a wabetwe mu de. Se wo pese esanto abama wan ka obehia yen a, wo be ka kire yen, embra ye ma wo ye o mampeni no, de awutumi ye. Na wagire no so, na de to abama. And then one yes how. Rather what you are doing is to ride on your so-called inefficiencies of an existing government to be voted for. Fair enough. But what we are going to do is that we are going to compare your performance as president and the performance as the president that we currently have. Because all you are equal. Now, see, you compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to you there. You compare your performance as vice president. You compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia performance. You bisa wa spokesperson. Honorable John Jinapo. You bisa ni say, ejuma ben pa na wo ye as vice president at the time. In some more catch no. You bebo video na mo mahwe. Me pam cho mo hwehwe sa video de ma me why. We have that video. Please find the video. John Jinapo describing the role you, the former president, you played as a vice president. You befa wo ejuma wo ye as vice president. Na ya fa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ejuma wo ye as vice president ni ya sese. Eno na ye begina so ato aba. Na nkan ya asem nya reho a nko mampeni president. Wo de ho compare vice president. Na tama na wo ye vice president na wo mampeni de no. Ye the president esusu wo. One man me can say as vice president we a spare driver. It's yema okwan na be main driver. You told us this at the IEA debate in 2012. Enei wakwa ase aba. Oba ye wogu enum asepoto. Ejuba de ma wantumi anye. Ubuye nyina abofia keka ansem kire. Wakwa aba ase aka chesi yento abama na be your mampeni. Na this time round you the former president. Opese ye de wo e compare vice president there be. Ejuma wo ye na vice president no. Ne ye ba be hwe. They compare as vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Wo ejuma as president the Ghana ni bia anim. You were the most incompetent president this country has ever had. Omampeni ben amate say Ghana ha ya hwehwe ne nsemu as with corruption e wo man wo da wonko a. Wo pe any vice president a wo ti akonwa so wo president etumi ma ye investigate you as a certain vice president. Wo pe na wo ye president a utumi je contractor car no wo man contract. Wo pe eti wo de unni koyiko unni size but si e ka say enei omo ko abato e nyina ye be comparison there ye the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as vice president and the former president Mahama as vice president they ya compare ne ya hwe ansa na mewie na show yi mebo edwuma poten a wa spokesperson kan ye say we ye vice president no na we ye e wa ban we mu munya video ne pe mon kan che me ye de be commercial break ne ya se akwaba but for now yentie dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo emayen ewo ne manifesto a ochechire a ode a kire Ghana fo nyina say we any juma me pese yedi a few highlights of it. There were two versions of the document. There were the abridged version and no a few pages. You are born 7 tofa. And there was the main document, full document about 260 pages. Obia ho asem manifesto nim. Tailor for wom, doctor for wom, lawyer for wom, mechanics for wom, bodwa for wom, tomato seller for wom, queen mothers for wom, ayen for wom, aso for wom. Obi o Ghana ha bia no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo didaso emaw ewo eniswade hu emaw ewo nhyehyeye pa eda ho emaw unya mbra bomode na fa ye manifesto ne bi ewo online bawumia.com www.bawumia.com na nado adaromenti efie bia ye wakola ba ko awoko free SHS anye hwe obetumi a type fa wo phone no ema wo nana no fa wo phone no ema wo ba no nonko www.bawumia.com ohwehwe manifesto obekọ manifesto mienu ni nyina ho abridged version de abo ne tofa no e ho na ne kese ne nyina so ye de ewum maame papa ma wo ba no enji fi internet ne so no fonto phone no so anaju bi obeda on kan kakra ma anaju bi obeda on kan kakra ma obehu dai so a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ewo ema oman we na sem ba ko a ye bo ne tofa edika Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e kan se answer ne beba bemu in the year 2017 na on my way we were in a lot of difficulty. The economy was completely on its knees. Aketua krani ntumi ntua. Aketua ntumi ntua. Nurse for the teacher for to me adwuma 1 year aban se minister intimate policy biaba e fe ne 3 months policy. Why adwuma afeba ko ba betu aboso me miensa. nkola ehiafo a no mako school ye gi omo allowances free omo nsem national health insurance eguye oman no eba ne nkotodwe nim ye dum kane atena kane mu mfie miensa ko mfie nan nkola ekotro nsohwe esua de oka akwan ho esa ne kane dundum nti ye pamo nkrofo enwumem ifidie dwuma etoto omo mfidie enwumem. That is how bad our economy was at the time. Between 2017 and Bawumia, ebepem 2020. Yenyi na ebedia dance say na nado dan kwekufo ade de MPP aban Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echeche niama mo man we yetoto niama kama. In fact, a lot of people will confirm say 2019 Christmas was one of the best Christmas this country we have seen in so many years. So many years, which is a fact. In fact, as at the time you will 2020 no, na inflation you be fire na former President Mahama edi akodu 15% no. Na dey aba be do 8%. Kai say former President Mahama eba be mu abe yo mampani as at 2013 no. Na inflation was 8%. Obe fire no odoko 15%. Ye bomode ye ho adwuma ma ne tia baya be do 8%. Fofi antwata na COVID ya rebone. Obia ni ndaso nsusu se beba eba ye. Ema wiase afa na nyina ya so be ye hia na yehu bia ye ni ata na yehu de ye. I never know kasi oko America, oko UK, oko Asia, obia prese obebo modena wama ne maino eja ne nan so. Inti yen so kakra beka yen. But in the past few months, yen nyina ebe dia dance ye say a my way nkakra ye guso e ba begyina yen nan so. At some point anema mu ye den pai wo COVID mu no. Na na danka Akufo-Addo take decision. In fact, anka opa sambre no nko beka say okay, yen gya na nipenwu ye bebo ye man no ho ban. Near boy economy no by and that video is still there. Or say a choir ye be faswa say economy ni say ye betu me sie na man abjana na so de ye betu me yenim se na be say no na mum si ye hwe nipa ba kumpa abeye princess nipa no ye betu me afa na free owo mu abankwam enti we take a decision as a mampani say obebo ye nkwa ho ban ye wie a se na tie bia se na esi atete apanse bia no ye na ebe ka ye ho abom na ya chichire ye economy ne ebiem enunti enenei etumi ka say inflation ekoya kodu be 54%. Nyame adom ene atia ba be do 20%. What it means is that nanado asem okan ye no krebi wom because inflation ekodu 54% atia ba be do 20%. Anye bia madaroma nipa na ewu ye a omo hwere omo kwadren COVID no omo mu ba akompo etumi afa na fi owu ma ba nkomu ana nkebusafo ni beje nkareho a ene edwoju a eto abatan ekunafo ene ebusuafo a etwaga na hesi omo hwere omo adofo no nkomu ni beje yinyaya kebituma ene sa banyankopon afa sa achede no amanipa enunti economy ne de ekwan bia MPP aban na nadanko Akufo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be fa so a ye be rebound and the fact is that as we speak the economy na essay yetete pansam ye no eguso a ACC akwan so enei ukodwa so a eduane bo ba na eba fam na che say essay kra obetumi sisi no the nipa no hwe ne nkwane de ebe ye tin say obetumi asan fa na fi owuma ye den abankwam. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say in the next 4 years no the economy na ho touch ma and draw nankasa gitumu e kan ye say ai gitumu niema mo ye den asetre mo ye den niema bo ye den so nkakra oguso a opia niema besisiye into the next 4 years no obeye niema ntentem so ne ya de niema toto akwemu na oman no sikasem na se ejare dan so ntempre kope ade bako a obedu hu dwuma pa ne se ye behwe kwan be fa so a ye sikasem ntoto ye no enko bu mfa so enti dia awunya no eno na wundi ema ne mbro so nti onemra ebi beba ne ye make sure say ye be hihye ekuo ba time bi a o se ye be frɛ no Independent Fiscal Responsibility Council ne ya sen asesa embra na ekyere ye kwan ye fa so ye ntoto ye sikasem ne de ebedi ne yende no yetumi adane dan na se ne be ya afi bia no ye ndi mbro dia afi etwemu no yetumi nya ye no so nti o say establish an Independent Fiscal Responsibility Council and amend the Fiscal Responsibility Act to add a new fiscal rule that requires expenditure in any year does not exceed 105% of previous year's tax revenue. Eti afi etwemu no sika ye jeje ye no se afefefo ye ko remu a ye de mra eba ye de be kyekyere ye ho se na be ya ye nkodi mbro de a afi etwemu no ye nkodi mbro so oha ene enum ha ne emu chichemu enum 105%. Sene be ya mbre bia no ye gina kwan paso. Enti ye de mbra beba na chichire ye na yetumi aye ne saa. O say obehwe no one make sure say ye betumi enyi ye sikasem ntoto ye economy nsem no ye betumi akọ about 6% na say o hanchichemu ensia ye betumi egro ebu betre na emu abai na wode niam obeye no de atoto akwemu na sane eme ne se ba no wache ya no echinje bie ne ho nkasa basaba se bie ne ho wache se obeye establish Minerals Development Bank eno no mechechirem or the data hub beba mechechirem obembe ki sure se yedwedie hu nsensem no bekoso yie ene niema bi ne nyuma bi a ne yen hyedan fa ye ne die che bebre no te se emerging industries, sports, tourism, any creative arts ne ade na eya ne yen fa ye ne die che bebre no de ne be die che ne tumi enso e create e ma nyuma dodo aba na oman ne sikasem ho hyehyeye ne ntotoye no emie bie kakra afi o se emre du se ye bepe kwan bi a aban ene ankrankra beka bom ayonkofa soronko bi so na maniemi etumi akontentem no kra ne se oman bia otumi ne ankrankra ekabom echichire oman no eya ne contentem na ye boy homoden asoman ye hihye ne ma bebre ba na dwimu no ogidi se bebia babedu ne mpempeso ya babedu no eya akono ema se ankrankra babeka oba aban ho na de ayi na bebi into betintim mu na ebu aye den se na be ye betumi ama oman ne sikasem na de akọ enim na ne botaye ne nisuade ho ne kese pa ne se obehwe na enwuma aba de Dr. Bawumia ekedie ehihye bebre na ye de aba na yimrante ne maba ne mebun aye omomusu enwuma national apprenticeship program omo ko school sua eco school omo ko technical vocational niam bebre health insurance ye the kidney dialysis abeka ho ye the sickle cell abeka ho a lot of social intervention policies o say embrace say ye be channel ye attention ye de ye ni bibia behwe enwuma ye bebie ene enwuma ye betremu na emrantie dodo a wo hwa ye se penwuma momo no yapomo ene me no ka say aban any uncrown near the Akaboma, you creating over 2.3 billion jobs. But the Paduana Negusu Peduma. The Paduana Negusu Peduma. Simply because even though we creating Numano, at the Chibiano, the Paduans who are ready as some year Jumano, so be become. Inti Abain BNY in 8 years, a creating Numa to say MPP Abain. And this is focus to say the entire time on mobile Bemu 8 years, almost creating Numa just a little over 600,000 jobs. No, Mwakasa, Ejitu so create here. MPP Abaye created 2.1 million jobs in 8 years. No government has done that. No government has done that. One day, one from Kwama 160,000 jobs. Abaye BNY, why say? Nipa dodo aya form ewo nurse for doctor for teacher for police for immigration fire service bebre kwa Ghana Airport Company, Civil Aviation, Ghana Ports and Harbors Authority, Enyuma bebre, and he created in the period of 8 years 2.3 million jobs in a buy day created. And yet you want ranting in maba bebre omupejuma, rightly so. Because you will be creating 2.3 million jobs, but there are 4 million people, 5 million people who are ready to work. And so you still have to create more. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said we need to find a strategy to get this done. It's time to shift focus towards creation of jobs and expanding businesses for the Ghanaian people to be a bit more productive. The kind will be training 1 million youth in digital skills. Adi ni ebi obi beka say na dey awuke na nyina wonye. The facts of the matter is say that nyina no ni any secondary school say your tablet this year there. The fact of the matter is say that nyina na internet penetration and in barely about 30%. 32%. Inti then ye internet no na ba o my we mu bebre ti se na ye hu ni. The fact of the matter is say da no na Ghana ye niam ni bebre wo ho a ye hyehye ni ye ma ni sie ni ye. Inti creating digital jobs no na ye nyan tintim ye. Ene no esa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ndwuma waye in the digital space. Esa the digital literacy we raise yakosro. Internet penetration nei efi 32% ho baby akodo about 70%. Nipa dodo na nani omu kura internet ni ade nti ama Ghana for are ready to embrace digital world na edan yenim no. Internet me Gen Z fo yi and the young people of this country they can sit here in Ghana and work for companies outside Ghana. Okay, India. There were millions of young Ghanaians who were in India. I can tell you on authority say, or yeah, you in India, or to India no yeah, so the company were Europe. The company no yeah, no, or UK. The company no America, but to India no yeah, masa company no. That is what the digital skills can give to your young people. Into coding, data processing, data management, big data management, cyber security jobs. They are there. Into what and crime krumwa, what damongo, what sabelugu. And so that company wafa we juma na we ye juma no. Company no ewo New York, and that company no ewo Sweden, and that company no ewo Norway. The only way I gonna form rant any maba and so be to be a kasa. In you may aba bebreya. Ekwaso we yasa fa na nyina ne say ebe mo nya sa skills no. Specifically, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say obe training 1 million of these young people in digital skills. No mo so omo tumi nya nwume ya ewo wiase fa na obi a eye bi. De to so mienu Ghana ha for the records businesses the companies e wo Ghana ha no emu 90% eye SMEs. Ese SMEs ni ye njuma nkete ne ehone ho njuma small scale small and medium scale enterprises, small business kweku menu ventures akosi ansa ventures, so businesses nkete no Ghana ha njuma wo ha no emu 90% SMEs. Ena yeso ye wo mai we mu ye adwuma e wo mai we mu no Ghana ha ye adwuma no emu 80% ye adwuma ma SME companies. But omu tie figures ni you in Numa we Ghana have businesses and companies near the end. Emu 90% SMEs, human kete. In Numa ye for wa Ghana hano, omo mu ye Juma ye for mu Juma mu near the end. Emu 80% SMEs. What it means is that see ye person ye be Numa pa na nipa dodo nye Numa say ye need SMEs nechi. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say he is going to introduce an SME bank. Banker omo de omo botaye no mo nisade hu nyina ne se ye bodwa adwuma ye adwuma nkete kwaku menu ventures ese do dey ohine say you know Kofi and Sons ene ama ansa and sa enuma obia small businesses yi wo pese cash we adwuma ni mu a SME bank no be mauska na da tre we adwuma ni mu wo tre we adwuma ni mu a ebeboa no afa nipa dodo amamo ye adwuma no. That is one of the areas Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be creating the jobs. Of course, the minerals industry and its value chains. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia di kan kase obebie minerals development bank. Na minerals development bank no edwuma na eba be say beboa na small scale mining enwuma no emu ebie. Na immediately the small scale mining sector will expand, there will be a lot more jobs coming in. Don't forget it's already minerals income fund. And so minerals investment income fund. And so you may be in the lithium sector. You will never be a cost for bauxite. Guy deck for your mudie, iron ore for gas deck for so your mudie. By the time all these mineral sector ni na be kabomuno na enuma ya be be free wono enye bini, and he is going to support all these sectors for them to be able to grow quickly and recruit and hire our people. Create jobs through the National Cyber Security Workforce Development Program. Ya ka say ene enuma ekoso we ase afade yi na no they are all hinge on digital space. Cyber security, data processing, coding, data transformation, software development. Those are the things that are moving the world now, and that is where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is looking at. Or say obe recruiting 1,000 special needs teachers. Oko school for the deaf, maybe constituency. It has the constituency one of the most special needs schools. There was school for the blind. There was school for the deaf. There was secondary technical school for the deaf. Oba Miami school, Okwapman school. There special needs students, visually impaired students in the class. Ebimu a partial, ebimu ye complete. You know me track like me class am tena they are not o debut second or me class or you visually impaired. And so they debut second. It means that when you give support to our brothers and sisters with special needs, they will be able to do great things. Me class, e will Kwapman school, general at 1. Odi second sa me ye. Odi second sa me ye school. And there were several of them in our class. One of the best politicians I have seen in my life. Now a friend is saying visually impaired. We really need to support our friends and our brothers and sisters with special needs. We'll be recruiting a lot more teachers for the special needs school, no more training. We'll call school for the blind, Ekropong. You see the children doing amazing things. They need support from government. And government can use that avenue to even create jobs for a lot more people. Or say, or best setting quota for recruitment of PWDs for public sector recruitment. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, Adia Bakwa or de to film and say, or na mu e hye ba ko ede na nisu pa ne se aban nyuma sem aban adwuma bia ye fa nipa no obehye de yibia so nchen se we de ye de ma ye nuanom with special needs nansi ya waye bi ye special needs for you since 2017 bepemune. Go to your district assembly and check. A lot of the district assembly common fund towards supporting persons with disability no for entrepreneurial skills. Jennifer be adwuma, Jennifer yese, nansi ya uma no mu adwuma o toll booth ya. Ye yi toll booth nsem free o adwuma nsem ye we, or form among permanent jobs. Omu nyina nya permanent jobs at the districts a omu across the country. Enti eye bibia eda nani so owo abadaya sonko ema ye nuanom omo special needs no. And that is why na dwen say free there kono. Aban adwuma bia ye fe nipa bia no. Yenja baako mienu bi to ho for persons with disability. No mo so yembo omo ne yemfa MP omo. Employ more lawyers for legal aid, at least 2 for each district. Me di MC pen. Embra na me ye MC for Ekuapem North no. Yenya issues ah. This Akokufodua. Ni Akokufodua Attorney General's office. No am lawyer baako mienu say omeboa ye na on church on ye be my enti eto de bia a lot of the districts we find ourselves in difficulties before we even get legal counsel. Because every district must have at least one lawyer to guide the district. Moko General Assembly meeting, you need to have a lawyer there. You need to have a lawyer at the assembly, embedded in the assembly. A lawyer must be at the district to provide support. Obi enya asem, minim say wako magistrate court and a circuit court be o district bi muda. I'm sure I tell you already. Obi eja case pa any other beji that kanim onu kwa na buy only lawyer because on to be into your lawyer ka it asem ne ba so di for onim ne na kotum nto bi aponche yese ko 6 months judge ni ye boni bia emra no de ye adwuma anka wunya lawyer anka bi ye wasem no enko ye 6 months e be 1 week and 1 month. We need to provide this support at the district level. It's another way of creating jobs, and this will be done by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Afi tourism, creative arts, sports, jobs abroad program. Measure that to me boss in the next friend is saying weeks here day me. Every episode be a be fast and same way mako. Ni a that to your boss and ya kan wasem. Ni a cheche mu ye, ni a tiase ye. Ni hu ekwan a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be fast no be. For example, sports. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can point blank say listen. Football and sports in a whole or minor akoma. E see a pekwe bi e be fast so e be hyemu kena. And ye Premier League say send ye tibia no aban waso die say Premier League ne be gina na ma private sector and so I attracted to it. Into we kaka I think we'll get there or say Premier League teams no ye be support your mo aban be support your mo NDC ni gaming commission kan bom na omo dwuma omo ye no e fa so no omo nya ye fa bi hye football mu watro no manifesto nim enti Premier League team say unya qualify na wo Premier League team no bo Premier League bi nko ade a aban be to bass amount at least o players to kwan a mo ko bo match efi e wo dewu mo ni dewu United ko bo match a wo do players betrim na de o makọ aban embu akokoro betumi de aba afebo so me bia no aban e be support Premier League clubs omo 16 Premier League clubs aban be support omo kakra na mo players yi omo tumi de kakra mo na football na yeden aya kono ene ye Premier League players yi onya jindi kakra kwa aburuchire ebi mutumi kwa aburuchire ko Sudan o kwa aburuchire o ko Sudan adentia because ho kwa obenya sa support wenya kakra yeden abafie. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia believe say embrante na eye sports no ene ye sika bebre hwe Mohammed Kudus hwe Thomas Partey ball omo bo e wa aburuchire memu yi ye wo Ghana fon kwala bebre o metumi e bo sa ball ni bi na omo nya sa opportunity no ambo ye Premier League bi na ye Premier League no so anya akono emma nipa anhwe ama Premier League na nkwa ni mu a e be de na yetumi nya a lot more Mohammed Kudus ene Thomas Partey sika omo de ball my way mono enye bidie. And if we push a lot more young people into this space, the Premier League will become attractive. It would attract investors. It would go a bit more higher than it is now. Now almost to be a common nebi muba, no common nebi mumba, no common nebi mumba, no common name, no more this can be so ball my name, ebeboa or mine. Now, yeah, just any way, you know, like I said, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Manifesto no a heavy on jobs and opportunities for the youth. Ye creating high-tech fourth industrial revolution jobs. I don't know. And only a nyuma ene ukwa abrochire. I know that abroche memu obia edi jujuma. Into the digital economy hub na makawa 7 it's coming. It's going to train the young people in technology and innovation. Obe training the young people on training in technical and vocational skills. Or say obe training and kola in soft skills, any creative thinking, any mindset. Obebwa na a friend is saying jobs in green industries, aviation, inuma beba, professional services, jobs abroad program. They may say that to mwase pa me ya kanwasem. And jobs in defense related industries. No, me the defense ministry for na kase beba the next chapter show so. Ni a say that nase ni a kan sa jobs in defense related industries no wonsem. Sa ni me ya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kanwasem. You be fan mako jobs in agribusiness, jobs in sports. Now, I thought it'd be a jobs in sports. Now, here, Kumasi Asanto Kotoko, the Wu United. Now, seeing football team bank, and say, Omo sika some former players he create today. RTU, Real Tamale United, Omo Premier League. And say Real Tamale United, etuka, efi Tamale, ebesen kobo match, any Dreams FC bebo match, the Wu, Bas, ebia no munibi. Enunti. RTU are qualified by Ghana Premier League, and so no team a match. Obakra, Obeba players more akofem because the Telebia, Sikakro mbe tu kwa efi Tamalabano and anyho. Adentia, Nioma Minu. Initial investment no air ne wofem. The atosu minu, esa say initial investment no wofemunti. And to me, ma team no any football ne yebon and yakono. But I bind to me so maseka krebia. Ebebwa se RTU, eso yena sa baya mo bus. No more the bus he be tu kwa efi Tamale. Abese aba Kumase eni Kumase Asante Kotoko abebo na mo players yi at least aban ebo mo kakra na say aban pilot here with why o de ji kakra 500 cedis 300 cedis 800 cedis na fa tweet your players yi it is a team ni struggle kra na aban ebo players ni kakra 16 teams obi a kra players 30 kra o ka bomu say about 500 or so o multiply by ebia 1,000 cities are saying. Now, open there Ghana for almost year no maybe to me a buana or mine de acronym. Even though players no, your friend is saying players or for private and a friend is say teams no. It is the leg of the nation. Eventually no say players it mbobo no come ni do baby ya tomu. O tomu en fa so boss na say a brand your bobo Manchester United e mombo abe. Honorable Haruna Idusu Timi. Oh, this is a haku. It's a haku. Millions of pounds. And ababedi Honorable Haruna Idusu in the football team kutukum. Sasikano. Ebema otumi dia share team nim na mani team no etumi agina. Inti imagine say ya boa Premier League team si. No mu nyina in a particular season aban de sika hyem. Aban aboa asa first pitch si. Ama football pitches ye Jan and 9 so near there. You beka wansem, you do beka wansem. Inti that is the kind of thinking that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a eba in job creation for that. Secondly, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ato na koma so say ekwen bia ye be faso a ye be boa businesses. Na sa businesses yi etumi ebie omo nwumem. Omo bie omo nwumem a Oma fagana for the no obeye. Enunti abai ebe kate 3% of GDP FE expenditure. Near direct ama private sector. 3% of your GDP no eye 30 billion. What I'm saying can be 3% of your GDP no eye 30 billion. 30 billion and abai say ye de private sector form nye adwuma na yemfa ntre ye nwumemu nema embo no muntu me fanipa. And what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has always been saying is, I didn't see, and higher home in terms of public sector infrastructure and even services delivery. abrebia no aban pesikani nyina na by the bibia at a time when we can get private sector to come and support. You bet you my private sector be wo kwan na da ukrumu no na wetoli de ateneka. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say dormitory blocks no, hostels no, classroom blocks no. Aban ABC dormitory block aba me find say presec. Ebe cost 4 million Ghana cedis. Aban any 4 million Ghana cedis at once. Bawuma contract. Ye adwuma na edu baby. Contractor raise certificate. Esa aban tua neka. Aban niska it's a project naka. Project anka say dey 1 year and 6 months no. 4 years ni enwie. 5 years ni enwie. Eto dey be 8 years. Eurojet year present ko for about 2008. NDC for better so 8 years. Omo ntumi enwie. Na na ekufa do afede we wi a obi bia no. So for 12 to 13 years, hospitals are yes no. Ntumi ensi enwie. Because I aban and the press obenye sika dey dey nyina prekope. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say yama ankwankwa private sector and for more musika nhyem na mumfa rent aban and mumfa lease aban. What it means is that aban betua wo na mum enwu nyia se obepe sika ni nyina etua ne ne obetua ne nkakra over a long period of time. Sa dormitory block bi na every girls phone call ani hia normal demu na esa ne se aban sika nyina mo ano prekopenti no yes the be 4-5 years yen wie no yama private sector mbesi no fan rent aban na aban tua rent ema private sector nti afibia no aka 1 billion e be hia a yenni nti project ne kesi wona esa ne se ye tua rent kakra kreti e be hia bi 100 million utua ya na private sector de ko afene so ane wetua afene so ane wetua afene so ane wetua. The advantage is that dormitory block na nke be take you 4-5 years ansa we si no wo si nene na nkwala no mo ko first year na nyemu atena na mbonja so mfaso na wetua ne kakra. It makes a big difference. At the same time no esa ne say we bia mu sa nti enwuma edroso ankwankwa enwuma ne droso nti obi anso ye bi obi aye bi no obi aso fa nipa ehiem. That is the strategy Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants to adopt going into the future to ensure say you be free aban from the pressure aye here at every point in time to build public infrastructure and give it to private sector to help. And ya no pe hospital bi wo ho a ye pe MRI scan ye ni scan machine bi ye pe X-ray machine ye ni bi aban tumi nto bi nko hospitals bia across Ghana nti oko hospital a yes ye kotwa scan no afaka oko regional capital oko district capital ehun sem bebre aban say private sector for MRI scanning machine be si hospital nim na yentua on kakra aden say eko hospital a ye dem bebre health insurance your mind. Why can't government do that? Come and put your scanning machine in the hospital. Let our people use it now. Ye man for no use ne ye omu use no omu nya so mfaso no omu ho tom na wo no intua nkakra. It's all part of the strategy Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants to utilize. Ebiem we are here for nyina. It has become evidently clear. Say amaya omutumede omu egudie eta omu maisi kechi no omu maini sika na ho de no ekoso ekope ntuko UK ade ba kwa ma UK British pound akoso ebibia na ho de wo so de say British pound no omu back no heavily with gold ade na ye to gold no ye ntumi ye eneyi ya build gold reserve na manakosua ma yegusu ekoyenim. It has become evidently clear say and yet gold ya you started see here turn and see here domestic gold purchase program here started see here and see here and how you will move create one shank be a mo be mienu na miensa but it's an strategy didn't know and you go so e dan dan nkakra and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say say ye shemu kena ya try ahwe ye de eni ehu say ye ya e be ye so e be ma ye sika semu ma ye den ti ye be shemu kena and we're going to ensure that the tried and tested gold purchase program now it be stabilize the currency no ye be ye Ghana ya how you need your currency because you koto de nefia mano no aba enti se currency na ho de ekofem pe e affect bibia and that is what one of the strategies Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants to use afa omo ye friend saying abefo sikasem toto ye ne ade ye wo fintech companies bebre aba omo ye hihye bebre ni ade Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say odisika $100 million be shem say the bay bema and crank so I attracted to South fintech space no almost have support it na boa na Ghanaian startups Ghana for young people we call Nigeria Kenya a lot of fintech institutions so pay so say bebre and it's time yes ye dey ahon ne kakra beta o machi no mo so metuma ye dodo amayen ewo omai we mu afi ne kese businesses are ye wo omai we mu yatede abosi okaifo okaishifo makolafo kaneshifo edum techiman salaga yatede Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say oni GRFO edikan etukwan akọ Estonia akosua Estonia se na be omo sika sem nhihye mehye da be no so ne akọ hwasem ntenei or the flat rate tax regime beba se na be ya sa na tua sei mateso na me de akose na me mpe wasem ntiro betua sei na me wo me shop na obi aba ote woton mateke woton ma calculate ntu betua sei na be ye firi ho ye the flat rate tax system eba for all Ghanaian businesses and individuals. Enti say woton tomatoes, so woton esam, say woton engine, dia woton biaro, dia woton no enu bia na meton a enyina ebetue sika kro, nsakra bia mbem, nhihye bia nda ho, no bi abaye bibi amana ko create problem ne kese dia efe de ene se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we nyina yi na odwen wo ene menso ye ho. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, or the credit scoring system ebeba. Na credit scoring system de beya ne say, ebedi kaya boa ama Ghana for etumi nya niema ye beto, ene niema ye be free, niema ye beto ni yetua ne kakra. Buy now and pay small. Sabe pepe na credit scoring system etie. No krepa ne say, yenim no, yenim. Yeso ebebisa ne yembisa. Biasia fa na nyina omo makọ manim no dodo na no ye mfasika enko shop enka se me beto akonwa akosi midemu ye mfasika enko car dealer ho enka se me diska beto car akosi. In fact, in some jurisdiction like in the US, who they will sasha obotum now yi $3,000 kakra ba one share be ko investigate say now go first can be free. They basically live on a credit system. And the credit system advantage the woman say emma obia to minya sebe niema kakra bia obehia na wotumi akọ wanim no obia to binya bi ahoye bia ankoba enu nti na yebusuafo na etukwan fie akwa no nipa no kwa ya within 1 year no afro say oh makoto car fufuro oh me apartment bi ni oh me koto nkonwa oh manya fridge bi de tie ne say omo credit scoring system na the credit scoring system ne tie ade no nya yankore be ma wo gada ha no ye tonto niema no bebre na ye nya yanke de be firi no etia nkakra wo na mum ye ngin di say ye de ma obetua ena ye de ma wo so ne wantua e be den kwa ne ye hu eti na ye ni bibisa no batani Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia digital drive odi aba Ghana card ba ye ai na Ghana card and one they register o mobile number and one they be your bank account Ghana card no and one na odi aye wo friend say wo tax identification number and one aye wo pension any ade nyina nti ama omo disika se hu dwa credit facilitators businessmen no akoma tom yem kakra se me ade ma miracles na se miracles me hwehwe na me hu no kra me wakwan mefa so metumi atwesi miracles me hu no nti dia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de ba ne se ye benya a more comprehensive credit scoring system a ukoji besia wa ha uto ade we wa ha uto we wa ha uto we wa ha o de momo tobi o de bank tobi o ye se tobi o ye te wo controller de ade nyina ni nyina beka bom na cha se oh miracles no out of score of 1,000 no ni sika sem hunsem anase obo besia utua ni credit worthiness no 800 and 900 it is a wo ko bi ho na wakoto akonya se akonya we mpese meto no on creditor or ko hwe wo credit score na hwe se uyo bi a se ye de mawo e free boa utua anase wuntua. That's all the credit scoring system is about. Utua anase wuntua se uyo bi a utua yes a J the chair and kakra because one ye the more wutua okwa abuchia. That is what is there. I didn't see and obi person attack onya this why you adwuma be ne mogenia sika 2 years as we service card akonya adenti e na obi person nya fridge e woni demu na ode no munsuo say we service card 2 years until they nya fridge anu munsuo. Now this is what happens. It's time to say bibia e cash and carry Ghana henti abrantia na baba no ko hide ya owremu a ne bag kwa no de wremu oni akonya oni fridge oni TV oni mpa so beto sanya ma wei na se woka ni nyina aboma bia be 30,000 na ketua e 2,000 Ghana cedis e be dey na wetumi nya sika akoto 30,000 sanya ma wei nyina nti 2,000 no bosu bibia obe 7,000 12 months na wonya 12,000 nti 12,000 no e bia okoto nkobia okoto mpa no was say be bia nti afi de oda mpa so ete akonyebo ni TV oni fridge ya tena kono de so eno kura kekekura ma pressure ko nya TV anka obehwe unya fridge anka obanu munsuo ba woni bi abroche na ntesa abroche no oji 2,000 okwa ya hwe se okay ye de sane ma we nyina ma wa bosumi bia ye 1,000 kura still beka 1,000 na wotumi dia ye obibi no problem wono ye bo besi a wutua ye hwe wo sika nso a wo gena se bosumi bia amount ye 1,000 wo de be 4 years e betubetua sane ma we nyina aka sane be ya won tena sentwen na 4 years ansa watimi aboabo esikaye no abeto sane ma we nyina nti ye de be ma wo koda mpa no so kotena konwanim konum fridge no musuo kohwe TV no ene ne tua ne kakra over the next 4 years nti ade na nka wo de 4 years be boabo no ansa watimi enya no ye de nyina be ma wenne na we yusu na wetua ne kakra. That is how you bring happiness to your people. Sa ena ekwan a wo fa so a wo de enije ebra wo manfo no sa na yeye no hwan ena betimi aka che me say oja ketua 1,000 cedis na ka yete no ebia 600 na de amane sa niam we nyina ankonje obeje onye yenkope obi wo ha opade atama ne ba pa ba de sika no so but o she de sika ogina obetumi atoma ne ba no ba de so de afe ba ko ansa we sebi akwakoto so ne ba ne pade ne nne onya yankoba yama no ye say ohie ni do ne ba ohun ohie ni odo ne ba ohun because ebia wo dwakola ne pa ba akola ne say mommy me pe Samsung Galaxy S5 na me so be de akosua de digital ya be openenne e de asua de afi na obeka chene say emefa twen na December matama wo afi mumu nyina na oba ne munemu na kire wo uhu na wo yema hyew owura ho o hia ne nafofo a obie krabi obie di sua de onya na nkono so krabi no kre wo betumi atama no esansa wo ye adwuma wo enso ye se boabo sika no na nya ne nyina asa wato nota mamudu ba mesi be ye fi ho to sa Galaxy S5 no ma emefa enne free ne tua ne kakra esane se baby a wo kwakoto no omunim se ye wo credit scoring system aba enti wo kwa ye ba ko hwe wo credit score so credit score ni chese wo yo bi a ye bo obesi a wutua ni ye hwe wo sika da wo je no ni ye hwe se sika ne ye tetewa wo betumi nya bi so ahwefia ye betete wo kakra na ade na e mefa pen no wotumi ataba no na wo ba na hu se no kre nso wo do no mpa na wonya obeda so no wotumi ato no wada so ene na wantwen afe anda fam afe asa wonya mpa na da so TV na nso pe bi ahwe no na nso wotumi nya bi ayeden ahwe sa ene ye di eniji ebre ye manfo and that is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is introducing. Now dear bakwe masade we jira yeden say once we have the credit scoring system, the good news is that ebema enyuma no so niema Ghana for penal doso because ene credit scoring system ne ba purchase obi etu tobi obi a pe bi obenya bi nipa dodo na fe de ebetu beton konya ye nyina na ebetu beto TV dodo na ebetu beto fridge until the demand ne be ko high immediately the demand ne be ko high no it means that it's a business so omo produce more because nipa eto se be produce more so there let us say e fa nipa dodo enwumam no be boaye eye adwuma. Simple strategy, simple system to make sure we bring happiness to the people. We be say oh na den o abemu adada onye dada na your Ghana card. Dada na your Ghana card. O man penin dada no ka che say your abemu adada dada yen no. Oba 8 years o to be the Ghana card why. Dada na your Ghana card. Afi ni yen bi. Afi ni synchronize system ni nyina. Dada na your mobile money interoperability. First now to me send this guy if you MTN Momo Eco Vodafone so. Hey afi ni to be. nti afe na mbrɛ so ayeye we ebe because we no ase na ebetumi aye no yes ya sa ne ma we nyina afe na mbrɛ na so ebetumi aye sa ne ma we enu nti na ne mbrɛ aso ade bia wo ne mbrɛ ade bia wo ne mbrɛ yeti we ase nipa no ye wakono de bebree but bibia wo ne mbrɛ afe na credit scoring system no so aso we eba ma hiafo eba ma onibiefo eba ma omo ankobu nyaa ankobu pe eba ma maamefo ne papafo omo dom mba eso sane ohia nti omo ma hu se omo dom no eba ma omo and Dr. Bawumia will use it as one of the ways to create jobs for the people. Mining sector is one of the biggest things for this country, but of course your challenges yenya concession assassin ya dia wo yenya assassin no esi etu egudie no wo ba yeniska ni akafo akofa broni onfa na sika mbeboa yen oba yama na 90% ni ya fa 10%. Yesu yenya bi yeniska ayede betu ntini akonsuo nim ye kotu nsuo nim de no because I want need to nyeden ni ye say yensuo no. Dr. Bawumia say yen boa ni yen reform yen sesa mining licensing regime no yema na emungo kakra na Ghana for no mo pebido obi entumi nje license ni bi oje license ni wia eno be ma yetumi regulate no na yema na mine ewo kwan papa so na onko nsuo nim enkoye nsuo nim basabasa nempo se de be ya Ghana for ankasa be oni yankasa na ye benya ye ho na nsase na ye tumagudi be yankasa ye de nti obema mining Minerals Development Bank aba some Minerals Development Bank the omo be ya ne say small scale miners and the mining project and the mining areas no war concession when you obi bia o de be mine ya na bank na mauska na de ahyemu na de two gold no nko fa broni bi meba no me fa gold ne nko no ma 10% one kasa obenya support from aban Minerals Development Bank udu kotu na wenya gold na wetua bank ne ka aban ato gold no through the gold purchasing program na de ataye sika nechi na yesika na ho dan den akoso o say obe make sure say aban nyoma bebre wo my way mu aban neto aban purchasing power near strong aban to books aban to school uniforms aban near de animal kola aban si school dan aban ye ka kwan aban to nyoma bebre aban to ndro ni ade o de mbra beba me pa mo nti o o de ehihye bi e friend of buy Ghana first for all public institutions. So we are buying Juman Kwana sa Okakoto Parazona. To Parazona ye in Ghana ha. Ebi ni ho na watu no abrochiri. But say ye Parazona Ghana ha kwa dia 20 bi. Na no on fana no keke enka because ojitum say in the past no ya aban aba ni aban ye twemu nyina try say ye beye sade we ntumi ye. This time esu ehu ya ye nya ni nyina kire say si ye de mbra eta buy Ghana first. Friend say program yechia eni mu ahode be koso nti ye be sakra public procurement laws ni mu kakra o de be ko parliament ni asakra mu kakra na ya chichire wo public procurement law ni mu say wo beto de bia na wo ya ban adwuma nko ade a ade na wo beto no say ebi wo Ghana ha ye ne Ghana ha to ha first say wenye bia say wakwa abruchire na wase a chichire auditors na internal audit systems ni mu say na be ya audit committees and the tender committees no mbra be chichire mo say hwe pefe sa ade na ye to no ebi ni Ghana ha asa wato de wa buchiri e wo Ghana ha nko na ye wo Ghana ha nko ade a de ye wo Ghana ha no eno na sese woto de be ma na ba ne say e be ma Ghana fo mfi de adwuma nim be bie na Ghana fo mfi de adwuma mu bie no na omo fam rante ne mbaba anso adwuma mu e to asum e boa because adwuma ne mu bie no be hi nipa ma na ye adwuma na wa boa na wa fam rante ne mbaba. Remember the strategy nyina na say ye be ma jobs aba na businesses are expanded. Strategy in say businesses be expanded. Businesses expand here, you be find nyuma. And then about businesses expanded when the demand is there. So nipa be air to adiana, and my businesses now expanded. And tika say or the credit score in the bar, so the be ankran ba koto. Or manensi ho, a buy juma no so or share ye kite or them bright share and say, oh beton quadia to the air in Ghana. And no be boa na Ghana and human may be. I'm off from rantier and ne maba a jubem. I earlier on spoke about the taxes. Or say, or the sad tax in Shishaya or the beba or better small scale mining gold. Reduce withholding tax for small scale gold export to 1%. Or better so, implement a flat rate tax for all importers. Or better so, or be making sure say importers, spare parts dealers, or more importing them in a flat rate. waiving of interest and penalties for failures to file taxes in previous years, abolish betting tax, betting tax that betting so no also be true. Now all the taxes she say na be afɛ deɛ obi ehun sɛ Ghana yɛ taxes hyehyɛ no emu ayɛ dɛ emu ahenhan afɛ deɛ enwuma no nneɛma ɛkɔ so obi abetumi no ho ahyɛ mu no sɛ deɛ bɛyɛ obi a ɔyɛ adwuma ɔman mu bia betumi akɔ sɛ me so mpɛsɛ metua me tax no ɔsɛ wo kadada na wo de from previous years no ɛnu nti ama wo suro sɛ wo ba na wo yi w'anim sɛ wo betua ɛnɛ tax na yɛde bɛdan wo ka no ɔsɛ me de akyɛw yɛde ni na akyɛw ya pepa afɛ deɛ bra bɛ join yɛn na wo so de kakra obetumi contribute enne no contribute esane say yama tax nsem no aye convenient amount, and that is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has for the business people. Also be making sure say your duties say you tua e water port no you be making sure your duties no either say e beba fam kra na say anya hwe krampo no ene port a e ben ye Togo ni ade no omo duties na be pe na me say bi mu say ina Togo ye duty free na me say NDC for day NDC for Togo edit free nti I can just say Togo nti duty there's a Togo no what do you say yeah say okra adefi abroche ba Togo porter no one anti me say NDC deputy spokesperson for our former president actually say young kind because papa peni pa Dr. B pa actually say Togo edit free to omo nyina agedi Togo edit free or say obe making sure say wo share adwuma ase foforo na wo ye wadwuma bia startup adwuma ketekete a wa sha ase at least for the first 3 years in there or the taxes no e be chew na wo making sure your tax and seven ye be digitize no so say na be ya nipa nsem na ye ndia no na meji wo say te so ma me na be free ono bi ensisi wo digital computerized ansa na obekra wade na fi abochi aba no wonim say air condition ya me de be 1.5 horsepower and me the bar make your tax 1 cedi and ya fe na obi ba beka say 2 cedi 3 cedi o say me panic o say menje and me cz that they know ye free ho say na be ya businesses no e betumi di sa sika na eneyi enne na nchenchen na betumi di a show mo nwumanim no mo di bi o mo nwumanim na say port duties nso aba fam kakari nti no e be ma niam bo no so ayeden aba fam spare parts duties e be ko fam o di kaka and there no doubt about that e ko fam no na eboa ama friend is saying spare parts born so yede e ko fam ya can digital economy no nsem bebre training of 1 million young people, establishing a national robotics engineering lab, providing venture funding and grants to support tech projects, increasing internet penetration to over 90%. And they yaba bemu 2017 na internet it is a Ghana hano a 32% coverage. And then you're moving from 32% to 70%. That's amazing. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say you see a moving from 70%, you have 90%. And that is the future. That is the focus. That is where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is looking at. Also, countries are actually Africa Union ni muno. You didn't come say you benya mobile money interoperability across regions. Intene nka out Ghana na wasa this card mobile Nigeria through mobile money. I know. Also to Nigeria, no one send this card to Ghana through mobile money. Stress be no. To say that I will send this card MTN, Echo Vodafone, Echo Airtel, Echo Telecel, no. Sa pepe na out to Ghana. No one send this card to be momu or Nigeria. That is what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is pushing. I feel also E11 no. Nembre aso say ye be ye free ho. Di media E11 be di ye no. E di ewie. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say it's son say pure mind no towards the digital space. Near making sure so be embracing the digital agency. On June this say a twaswa na yeji A11. And see A11 no obetwem ne way ye free ho. Sine be ya omo ye e-commerce, omo ye e-business. And nipa bebre na ne TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, omudidwa. They encourage a lot more people. They want a lot of young girls, a lot of young girls, young guys are on your business, only shop, only dine, but a lot of good business within the digital space. E11 no, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, you be E11 no, if you ho. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say, sounds what acquire or GD say, embrace to see a beshe. Near making sure say, you better tin near masona or minor cost of living no akofem kakra. And see, you beshe. Now, of course, waka spare parts prices no. Unim say ade ba ko e ba Ghana ha niema boye den ene driver for transportation fare. Enya ye ya almost spare parts why den. Nti yato lorry fare. Yato lorry fare mu aye beto niema so no. Yato lorry fare mu na ye beto niema so no. Nti Dr. Mahmood Bawumia say spare parts no. Ye the flat rate policy ne beba for all importers, including the spare parts dealers. Do you see so ebeba fam? What it means is that niema na or the bow my way ma beton na car for a ton church of water spare parts and so be confirm kakra. And no be boa na cost of transportation also a confirm kakra. Na etumi ama Ghana for ho ehye nyom kakra so or the ahode strong ko pa na eba be hye ye agriculture and say we say be ya food prices be confirm. Na say ya me call market say me koto tomatoes. I think about 6 months ago. Me call your tomatoes miensa yes 40 cedis. Is hey. Miensa ho. Yes 40 say hey. Ene oko na sa okoto tomatoes a bucket ma yes 10 cedis. Ene bucket ma adoso market. Micro adoso market. Me beye me to bucket ma white paint no ma yes 20 cedis. What it means is that your season be ade ne boy din. Ni your season be ane koyesro ne bo ekosro. Dr. Mahmood Bawumia say e pekwan bi e be stabilize no ewo bra ne bo air for no nti ene ya o to tomatoes bebre ye de ma 30 cedis e say gina hwa ene ya o to tomatoes bebre ye de ma 20 cedis e say gina hwa nti obe hwese ye be ma development bank Ghana etumi apekwan bi e be faso a ye betumi aboa ekua adwuma no na etumi apesika ma omo ye large scale farming no no mutumi dey farming na chem na ko nanim ye. At the same time no yatete spare parts so at the same time so no or the electronic vehicles aba at the same time so no or the gold for oil aba it is anyoma we nyina obia be ye ne part it is spare parts bo akofam gold for oil also keep you full or no at a price emma your friend is saying am say just bo no affecting ye bebre na EV electric vehicles no so e say home maintenance wo fam no so use fuel nti ebema public transportation so akofam kakra nti ye buenku afo na omunnu aba no ekọ enim no na ye hwe transportation aspect no so se be ya madina for man kan kire say ye kofa fiefo na ba ye na transport boy din nti ye de sa transport boy na ye de aka ho how de beba amane hu de beba na mum saban no wabadaya a odwe omanfo ho a embre bia ope insakraye ope ekwan obefa so obehihye niema obetoso na niema no aboye amayakoye nim. And that's what Dr. Mahmood Bawumia is doing. Stabilize the spare parts spare parts prices through the flat rate policy, introduce electronic vehicles, continue with the Good for Oil program to stabilize the prices of fuel and ensure say a better affected public transportation. At the same time, incentivize agriculture, support agriculture, and make sure say production also air control. You keep the cost of food prices. FM kakra. I feel or see a pekwen be able make sure say housing, social housing beba on my way mu, including homeless. And I question Newtown. Mene okasi enume question Newtown. Obi aboa no ho e de ahye robe mu or de obi store no. Kwasha bubushi jaso obi kiosk ase. Dr. Mahmood Bawumia say, let's provide shelter for these people. And you see, you say, they are why you be paying, and you de money be say on sign here, and they carry if we see hostel ama bebre. Me no ka say you carry if we me no ka say you me omo da hostel. O musu ansa na edwuma. O baby apo omo no makope baby ato no so ma ye omo edwuma. You carry if we in the past month, Dr. Mahmood Bawumia carry a program I train you omo e wo hostel, and omo classroom. Omo wia ene omo je contract ebi mu ye makeup ebi mu ye pastries ebi mu ye liquid soap ni ade e wo my way mu enti obetrem. Let's build the shelters for the homeless na ye ma adan so a ye se ne dodo ye se ne bebre na ne bo ofem no ye fa dodo so ye den embra ebiem o say sa rental assistance scheme ne buy na ye di agono thousands of people in are benefiting from the rental assistance scheme. And these people go to the rental assistance scheme support, get the money, rent a small space, be no matter him. And he's going to expand the rental assistance scheme for the young person. young person now course free senior high school or we school anya miadom when you university awaba a student loan trust fund a support to our local school maybe the student loan eco school but the senate loan eco school me mame kakra obenya no de amame kakra menya wo senate na me de account kakra o de obi oni mame afia beki bi amfa ne misa nti loan e ba na maje na wo sande kakra so ayde aka home misa no de me akọ school and my be agency for presidency adeni ye momo maka no so enya sa akwenya no emomo nko uwia we school no student loan trust fund that support we mo we school no na fe de baby obetena akwakoye de akore fida mongo obankan obeku school akra owie no wenye adwuma baby obeda ye den yes rent 2 years yes 30,000 okofa ne he oni bi ntino ase akoshe krase enei Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the rental assistance scheme aba uhu awa sate bi enimu a na wakoho na wakoje support na da ko tua rent na utua ne kakra over thousands of people and akoje support with the rental assistance scheme or say obetrem nkola yo mo university yan nkola ono a na osiso masia mo akọ secondary school free ya mo bedu university o mo wie na mo wie a ogidi se eso support yo mo na mo senya baby di o mo tito na mo nya adwuma pa biye obi de o say wo hie ni no a wo niska odo ba ne beba school no on tumi mbua wo ba no oni mbua bi odo be ma wo ba na ma na ko secondary school na mom sa wo ba no mia nani no wie secondary school no bedu university dia oba first year na level 100 no ne university e for example academic facility user fee obi wa ko university bi anim say academic fees no components bebre your afuf your residential facility user fee your academic facility user fee SLC ne ma ke ka bebre asabe asa wenya academic fees sa academic facilities user fee no and do 30% of our academic fees in Accra. Or say, Oba, and no, metriama. Now, metriama no crampo no. Me the student loan trust fund, the loan. Now, loan a free. Loan a free. Loan a free. Loan a free. But this is a man who never did any work as vice president. It's when he became president, like I said, why she didn't see her. Women commercial break, but then can be a wrap up. Now, your commercial break way bar. Na fede amabeto aso mo mentie their former president Embra no vice president Tama no vice president no the spokesperson honorable John Jinapo ne djuma na former president Mahama no ye wa ban mu no mo mentie
president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president while he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hardcore facts. Let me deal with the economy. Let me fix with the economy. Let me deal with the real issue. Invitations and other things, let me get my vice president to do that. The president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president while he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hardcore facts. Let me deal with the economy. Let me fix with the economy. Let me deal with the real issue. Invitations and other things, let me get my vice president to do that. The president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president while he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hardcore facts. Let me deal with the economy. Let me fix with the economy. Let me deal with the real issue. Invitations and other things, let me get my vice president to do that. The president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president while he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hard attending this.
It was for a young miracles that make up. On my penny Nankasa Embra no vice president. Video we a video are not honorable John Jinapo or yet spokesperson to the vice president at the time. On one kasa ena any central for ekasa on business say and you be our boss vice president abai we na adwuma ben pa no ye and there was a reason why on business at that time because no mu hu dia vice president Mahama no ye on be ehu so say na adwuma pa ye wa abai we mu ye den or say on mampeni former president Mills ya me fa the crazy essay on no president in there he will concentrate on the core government business. It is abai adwuma kasa wo hono no be ye no economic issues serious government business no on no president be hwe na mum social functions no invitations here invitations there media no ni ade no or no vice president na handle no so that was what the vice president was doing. I didn't say it. It's his spokesperson. The spokesperson is saying that but almost am video no man be Mr. Why or say embra na vice president muntie we be ntie embra
for the vice president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president whilst he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hardcore facts. Let me deal with the economy. Let me fix with the economy. Let me deal with the real issue. Invitations and other things, let me get my vice president to do that. The president is allowing the media.
It's allowing the vice president to concentrate on social interactions and the media. Was he the president concentrated on the core government business, the economics, and all of that? This is the vice president Mahama. And see, we are not surprised that he failed abysmally as a president. Because as a vice president, he learned nothing. He did nothing. It is for the record. NDC from Bachelor Juma, vice president Mahama, or at the time. I would never compare Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Juma wa ye. I didn't know your vice president. One concurrent chair, Professor Mel say, be a vice president, so me say me yen yama, me kase me yen and or no, Tamano vice president. No, the spokesperson say, on Mampeni Mills catcher and say, on concentrating on social issues, invitations, on court speech and prize giving day, training college for a year our day, and a graduation near the no could be a year say near the now on Mampeni Mills on concentrating on the serious core business. And I'm you serious government business, the core government business, economy near the no. Professor Don could this a bit to man confirm. It's we your mampeni abedi chena dia we ya nesa woko social invitations our day graduation naming ceremonies near there ebedi na mo obey your mampeni wetu me adwuma papa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsema oka no ene se ye daache eho ehia no ogidi se owo nhihye dodo na owo eda ho mayen ene yato ye boase ya cheche nsem numu a yakabe 8 bipe akamba komba highlight key highlight no aka 8 yami adoma ya wada ebesa so ababe to 8 na aka no so na ifi na watch we ekwa kopima batombre no embre bia edimpenifo ba ko mienu ba betena ha ne no mwatwetwe MPP manifesto na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ede atodwa no yebedi ho nkomo no matom boase no machiachire nsemu no mabiebie nsemu amayihu senia etete MPP die yegidi se every Ghanaian must have the opportunity to vote on issues. No insult, no personal attacks, no violence, no threats, purely issues, competing ideas. Why? Ena the niswadi hono edi ekwenim ebro no yonko de so eno ine ebegyina so atoaba okotoaba bisa ho se between former president Mahama and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia vice president why ena wugidi se obetumi enya gidie wonimu se dia oka no ebetumi aboa odache baako enya yo mampeni da Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia baako ababe yo mampeni abedi chire wasaya ababe yo mampeni oyo mampeni abedi chire no ne dia no ya ne se okọ awade ekọ naming ceremony ekọ wedding ekọ graduation o mampeni abedi chire Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia atro ahyehye niam mako over 40 a ono aso mampeni abedi chire utumi aboa ede aba abebo man we dodo na ene ye nyina ye nim ene se pese ye sempedifo mienu we a de omu nyina ye bi pen eno mampeni abedi chire baako kwa awade ene graduation baako ede zip line drone services aba oman we mu baako ede mobile money interoperability aba oman we mu baako ede Ghana card a eye comprehensive interactive across database aba oman we mu baako ede e-health aba oman we mu baako ede so many progress and aba ye my we mu baako kɔ awade baako graduation baako kɔ naming ceremony omomu hwan na wo gidi sɛ wo de wo re na wo da kyehye ne mu a obetumi ayama wo ya yefa ya wada ye besa so abeye fa na aka no na fe ye wi a ebre bia episode bia do ya to ye boase ni ya cheche mbako mako ye mo bia kwan na onfa attendie kasentwi ne kasabasabasa emetwenyen emfi off grade MPP de bia wotie be NDC ne hye webufu a ignore him ko Ghana ni no to aba no ho na ko ka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nsempa no enche no enei ubi so mo ncheche omo policies omo de bemu no omo di watam omo de policy ba ko ba omo se level 100 for yi within 24 hours omo ni cheche mu ennan na eba eso dia youth organizer say universities nko polytechnics nka ho communications officers so say polytechnics eka ho policy director eso say ade no kra loan omampeni na kasa so kra say ade no loan ade chinya omampeni na kasa so asase na no o say ade no kra loan biem afede free ye ba kwaje wo get fund ade chinya youth organizer say ade no yenje wo get fund ye be do student loan trust fund ade chinya policy director say ade no student loan trust fund ye bibi basa sa no modi pudong ba ye 24-hour economy obi say wache obi say lions obi say tigers obi say techimai organizers esem bebre yen clear succinct unambiguous without confusion specific policies your policy for the mason, policy for the carpenter, policy for the mechanic, policy for the lawyer, the teacher, the civil servant, the local government service worker, the doctor, the nurse, the midwife. Obi abeti ma dream biara. Ofa Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto da obi hu Mr. Fa www.bawumia.com. Okɔ hɔ a untumi nkɔ afa phone ma oba ene na na dunti akɔle bia tumi kura phone ɔkɔ school obekan. When you go to the website, pick the manifesto, download it for your mother, download it for your grandmother. Every evening before you sleep, can one line ube hu ewom. Nyame ya adoma ya wada. Ye best one switch here. Ne ya toa de aka ye wie no so. Ye de ye ndi atem. Ensem no se ne sisi no ne ye chechire mu. E droso de enso ye beto ye boase. Ye bese embre ne ya chechire mu. Abo 9 p.m. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eda so ewo da ene odafo ekasa endra asat 9 p.m. na opie efi GHTS echichi atakwadefo within 24 hours we say so akwaba onama obona pro na ombre ya mina mebre genzi fo gina president makramo nyame adoma ya wada yebeshia.
To the Gen Zs, I am well plugged into the new world you belong. And I know the keys to press to unlock your potentials within. I am your plug to your dreams of a prosperous Ghana. I am your plug to creating opportunities and decent paying jobs. I shall offer you a problem-solving leadership built on my values of integrity, compassion, and sincerity. To this end, I have presented for your consideration our manifesto for 2024. The manifesto is giving. It is giving hope. It is giving ideas. It is giving jobs.
Say